Can O'Sullivan pluck victory from impending defeat? It's going to be difficult because the wind is well and truly in Wilson's sails. He was 8-5 down, but he's won the last 4 frames.
The 18th frame. Kyron Wilson to break.
Kyron Wilson last year must have sat in his chair thinking, what if OSullivan clears up here? But he didn't. And as you say, Clive, from 8-5 down, what a performance. Didn't need 1 frame for victory. And you have to say, on form, well, the last 4 frames, I don't fancy OSullivan to do it. He's going to find something from deep within, which, you know, the best players in the world do in times like this, but it's going to be something special he's got to find. It's about as good as he could have played that. I think this red cuts to the right middle. The cue ball is going to be running wild. It's very difficult to control it with any great certainty.
One.
Could have done without the cannon on the yellow, which has left the cue ball uncomfortably close to the side cushion. And as he did at the end of the last frame when he was trying to clear up,
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
he raised the butt of the cue to try to inject the necessary backspin for position.
Oh, what a chance for Kyron Wilson. He would have been sat in his chair there when Ronnie was at the table, just waiting to pounce if Ronnie missed. And that chance has come perhaps sooner than he thought.
One.
If he's straight in the pink, he'd love to play for the red to the left of the black. Get that black cleared up as soon as possible. And he's just going to see if that's possible. Body language is good. Had one quick little glance there and straight round the table, which means, says to me, he can pot this red and screw back for the black. Don't think the black goes to the right corner. Didn't want that cannon on the black.
Well, he'd rather that the cue ball hadn't crept behind the outside red, but he's still got another easy one, even if he hasn't got this. Yeah, he tried to leave himself on this red to the left of the black. He was
It was such a tough shot in the black, it might have been as well just letting the cue ball travel now 2 or 3 inches. So this red would be easy to the right corner. He still should pot it. I think he can get to at least half of the cue ball. No, I didn't like it.
$16, the black, yeah?
Well, this black is, in these circumstances, very tricky. If it was tight on the cushion, I wouldn't expect to miss at all, but because it's slightly off the cushion, it's going to play it with a little bit of pace, not too much. One thing, he knows he'll be leaving the black over the pocket, so he won't leave a pot on. No, that was well struck. That was very well struck.
Wilson seems to be
23.
fully in command of his game, and more important, fully in command of his emotions. Because
24.
this would be a very big deal for him if he could win this.
Yeah, this would be a massive victory for his career going forward.
31.
Beating Ronnie O'Sullivan in a major final. Okay, O'Sullivan's not been at his best, but you've still got to win the match. It's easier said than done. And the best thing I think you can take from this going forward is he's found his best snooker at the most
32.
important part of the match.
In the last 4 frames, he's made 1 century and 3 half centuries. Well, he would have preferred the outside red, but always knew that he would have this one. If not,
38.
I have to say, he looks very composed. He doesn't look like missing. Trying his best to control himself, what he's feeling inside. He'll be so excited, adrenaline will be
45.
pumping. You just got to stay in the moment. He also knows what almost happened in the previous frame, so he'll make sure he gets in this frame 1 in 1 visit.
$46.
O'Sullivan couldn't complete the clearance though. Wilson's father, middle picture there. Brother on the right.
So since the
53.
black along the cushion, this is the first missable pot he's had.
But he hasn't missed it. He's still on course for a frame and match-winning break.
Now he's missed a couple of blacks this week, playing with a touch of right-hand side. If he's going to use a bit of side here, he'll be putting his full attention into this. Yeah, safely in. I think because of those two misses, he didn't play it with a lot of, well, a little bit tentative. You can understand it at this situation of this match. Closer and closer to the winning line. Staring down the potting point on this red.
Karen Wilson, 61.
One last chance for O'Sullivan.
One.
Well, Ronnie could have done another inch or two with the cue ball. To make the black unmissable, he's got to go into the bunch. It's missable now. And he's on a red to right middle. That red has gone close to the right middle pocket. Is not potable there, so he'll have to do something about that. But he's got a chance to get right back into this frame. Just a little stun here for the pink to the opposite middle.
9.
Well, like in the previous frame, Karen Wilson's got to sit there and suffer. Pray that OSullivan doesn't make a winning clearance here.
$15. 16. 21.
Unlike the previous frame,
22.
the clearance, well, he's got a lot more points to play with in this break. So get on this last red, on position on the pink to just nudge that red over the middle pocket.
29.
He's just going to be careful he doesn't,
30.
not just knock this red into the middle pocket here. Cushion first is not guaranteed to leave himself a pot.
He shaved past the cannon.
36.
Well, I don't believe he tried to cross double that. He's actually got away with it. Surely he's not snookered him behind the pink.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 36.
Can't believe the shot I've just seen Ronnie play.
He's out of frustration, I think. Very unlike O'Sullivan to give way to frustration like that, as he's been recently at least. Used to do it in the old days when he was quite a bit younger.
that cue ball in red just could have finished anywhere. Karen could have been left a straight red into this left middle pocket. Now he's faced with, when the problem is not hitting the red, the problem is keeping it safe.
Well, if O'Sullivan clears up here, he can thank his lucky stars that he left the last red safe from his ill-considered last shot.
One.
No, not the best cue ball. Sure the yellow doesn't pass the brown into its own pocket, so I'll have to play for it into one of the middle pockets, I think. Don't think it passes the green either. This needs to be struck well. Oh, and did he strike it well? Did he strike that well? It's the best shot he's played for about 5 or 6 frames, that.
7. 9. 12. 16.
What a steal this would be.
$21.
Well, we've said one of Karen Wilson's strengths is his temperament.
27.
Oh boy, it's been tested now for this deciding frame.
Wilson was in on 61, but overcut the red, and in 2 visits, separated by an outrageous stroke of luck, O'Sullivan has cleared up to level the match at 9-all.